So, I thought it was about time for me to make another video where I just sort of ramble on about random things, because that seems to be what every little update video I make seems to devolve into. So yeah, currently I am finished my first semester of a university, so I'm now, I have a bit of free time that I've been using to play video games and work at a grocery store, so I can afford my next semester of university. And I've also been making some videos. Well, not really making. They were already made, just never rendered. Which is the Republic Commando videos that I've done recently, which I actually recorded last month, and I just never actually rendered. The past two were made one after the other, and the next one, which should be out very soon, is also from that one day or one weekend of recording. I just need to render that. I'm now on to the abandoned Republic starship, which is probably both my favorite and least favorite section of the whole game. My favorite because it's when the Trandoshans come in, and it's, I find the combat against the Trandoshan commandos to be really fun. We're not commandos, but mercenaries. But fighting the Trandoshan slavers, which are the melee guys, and the goddamn scavenger droids, is just fucking painful. I mean, it's a good game, but there are aspects of it that are just shit with that level, with those enemies. Because the scavenger droids are these little droids that fly around you and stun you and kill you. But they're small, so they're hard to hit, and they move really fast. So it makes them even harder to hit, and it's just a fucking pain in the ass. And the Trandoshan slavers, they're either melee and charge you, and you just shoot them while they're running at you, fairly simple. But then there's the ones that have shotguns that one hit or two hit kill you, and the best way to take them out is with the shotguns, the one hit kill them. But that's the same shotgun they have, so you get close to shoot them, and then they kill you. So you have to stand back, right, and shoot them. But then you get hit by the scavenger droids, because the only way to really avoid the scavenger droids is to move away from them. Then you end up close to the shotgun guys, and then you gotta move away from the shotgun guys, and you're back with the scavenger droids, and it's a fucking pain in the ass. But once you get past that part into the part with the Trandoshan mercenaries, the game gets fun again. Or, well, it's still fun, it's just annoying, because it's a first-person shooter from original Xbox PS2 era. There's always going to be annoying enemy types. It's even in modern first-person shooters, although not as much, I would say. Although you do get that in Crisis as well. I'm almost finished Crisis 3. I just started it the other day. It's a short game, but it reminded me of the parts that I absolutely hated from Crisis 1, Warhead, and 2, which is fighting the fucking aliens. Holy shit. I hate the Ceph as enemies. Even story-wise, the Crisis story is shit. I haven't read the books, but that doesn't, however good a book is, it's about a game, it doesn't make the game story better, right? That's just how it goes. But the Crisis storyline in the games is just bad. The characters are uninteresting, except Jason Statham. But then when his character came back in Crisis 3, they didn't have Jason Statham. It was just some random British dude. So it's not even Jason Statham. And that was the whole thing that made that character interesting in the first game, was that it was Jason Statham. So then, if you actually cared about the character in the first place, which you probably only, you only cared about him because it was Jason Statham, because the characters are uninteresting and written fairly poorly, in the Crysis series. That's just a general thing. That's how it goes. And the story just is not good. So if I can get away from games for 1 second, you might be able to tell this, but I actually have a pop filter now. Got it off Amazon for like $15. It came in a giant ass box. Like, it came in a box larger than the box that my graphics card came in. And it's just a little pop filter, which was in a little tiny package that you'd expect to see on like a store shelf, and they threw it in a giant fucking box. I don't know. I think Amazon might just be trying to get rid of boxes. That could be a thing. Although, I'm pretty sure they need those fucking boxes, so I don't know. So, now that I mentioned my pop filter, which you may or may not have noticed from the rest of the video, is that, I was going to mention that I recently played through Doom in one weekend. The new one, not the old one. I already played the old one. Although the old one is really good as well. But back when the beta came out, I was not looking forward to that game at all, because the multiplayer beta was just shit. Because, I mean, the Doom multiplayer is still, in my opinion, kind of shit. I mean, I haven't revisited for that long. I'll probably, play, a little bit of it just to see, is this actually still shit? Or is that just because I want it to be Quake? Although, that's probably the reason I didn't like it to begin with, is that I so desperately wanted it to be Quake 3, and then it wasn't. It was Call of Doom, or Halo Doom, or some shit. It was actually made by the people that made, well, not made, but worked on Halo multiplayer before, for Halo 4. So that's probably why it seemed a lot like Halo, but it's just, if there's multiplayer in a in an id Software game that's a first-person shooter, I want that multiplayer to be Quake multiplayer, because they know how to do that. They've done it before. They did in Quake 3, Quake 4, Prey, although, honestly, I never played Prey multiplayer, because nobody played Prey multiplayer, because, it's just Quake. Let's just play Quake. Although, I never played the Doom 3 multiplayer, because it has been long dead. And I wasn't into PC gaming when that came out. I was also very young. So, that was long dead from when I realized it was a thing. Hey, Doom 3 had multiplayer. Okay, let's see what this is. Oh no, it died years ago. Yeah. Which is why I'm somewhat excited for Quake Champions, but also somewhat disappointed that they added, the different character abilities in that. Although, I mean, I don't really know how that's actually going to affect it yet, because the game isn't out yet. I haven't played it. It hasn't even been, there hasn't even been a beta. I just feel like that is the direction that Quake should not go. It's like when they added loadouts to Quake Live. I'm like, no, it shouldn't be this way. And that was reverted. But a lot of people stopped playing Quake Live because of that. I mean, they probably came back after they removed it. Honestly, after they removed it, I haven't played... Well, after they added the loadouts, I haven't played much Quake Live. I played a little bit the other day just to see how my new laptop plays games, which, I mean, not very well, but it can handle Quake Live because it's just Quake 3. But yeah, I just loaded up, and yeah, it's still fun. It's Quake. It's Quake 3. Quake 3 is never going to be bad because it's Quake 3. When it comes to arena shooter style multiplayer, I feel like now, Unreal Tournament, the new one that's been an open alpha, which is kind of strange to be an open alpha and will be completely free besides cosmetics. It's probably going to be the way to go. Although, personally, I always preferred Quake, probably because I didn't know Unreal Tournament existed. Yeah. that's more than likely the reason why. But I'm a fan of Quake. I like Quake 3 multiplayer. I never tried Quake 1 or Quake 2 because they're pretty much dead, because anybody that wants to play Quake is playing Quake 3. Although I'm probably going to get some messages, if anybody watches this, that is, saying, no, Quake 2 was better. Although, it's very hard to actually get the game in a state where the multiplayer works. The game works fine, it's just the master server is shut down, so you have to do some weird workaround, like what you have to do with Battlefront 1 and 2 now, where you connect to like a community server or some shit, and then off you go. But the server browser doesn't work. Same with Quake 1, although the server browser for Quake 1 was kind of a third-party thing to begin with. But it's still, like, it's hard to actually find a game and to get it working properly. So with Quake 1 and 2, I just played the single player. Admittedly, though, I never actually finished Quake 2, but I finished Quake 1. It was an enjoyable game, and I really felt a lot of that in the new Doom, which I enjoyed. This was supposed to be about Doom. I ended up going on about Quake. But yeah, Doom is a great fucking game. The second I started playing the single player is like, oh, holy shit, this is good. I still don't like the multiplayer, though. Although, I'm kind of going back, because I've already said I didn't really revisit it that much. And I'm going to, and possibly make a video. Hey, like, maybe I'm going to go play it and be like, oh, I was wrong back in the beta. This is actually amazing. I'm just really disappointed that it's not Quake 3. And even if I do enjoy it, I'm still going to be disappointed that it's not like Quake 3. Because more people play that than Quake 3, and I want to play Quake 3, so it's kind of hard to find a game in Quake 3 with good ping, that is. Because every time I go to play Quake Live, and, you know, when I play Quake Live, I want to play Deathmatch. Like, not Team Deathmatch, or like Capture the Flag, or Clan Arena. I just want to play normal Deathmatch. And apparently, the only servers of people that play Deathmatch are in England. And it is, like, I mean, pings, it's not that bad. Like, I can play it, but I would prefer it to be nearer to me. Like, back when Quake Live was big, I mean, it was never big, but when it was bigger, it was really, like, there were really big servers like New York, Chicago, and that, so I had decent ping, but, well, I mean, I still have decent ping, as I've already said, but it could be better, you know. Like, I can live with, like, 60 ping, but 20 ping is better. I mean, like, the other day I found a server in Toronto, but that, you know, that's still not too great, because it's not too close to me. It's over in fucking Ontario. It's across the country, you know. I still don't get decent ping. I mean, I get decent ping. It's just not great ping. I want the great ping, because it's, you know, having good ping is good. It means you can actually play the game properly. Although you can play the game properly, it's just, it could be better. Although that can be said for anything that isn't a LAN connection. It could be better. So yeah, you know, Doom Doom single player, I mean, I can't even really explain why it's so amazing. Like, the gunplay is fun. It's hard to describe how what gunplay is. Well, not what it is, like, you know, it's obviously like the way the guns work, but it's hard to explain it in a way that makes you realize how good that it is. You know, it's similar to Doom 1, but without the jankiness of being from the 90s. Although there's nothing wrong with the game being from the 90s, it's definitely amazing for its time, but shooting mechanics have improved greatly since then. And that's just a fact. But it's still a good game, it's still fun to play. But, like, the new Doom is like what they wanted the original Doom to be like. Granted, I'm not really a fan of, like, the glory kills. I mean, not, like, they look amazing and it's really fun to do it. It's like fucking just grab an imp, punch his face off, and then get health from it. It kind of slows down the action, though. which is what I don't like about it, but it's still a really fun system to do, and it's better than your melee just being a punch or like a quick stab with a knife that instantly kills something. And it actually serves a purpose other than just being a bullshit quick kill. It gives you health back, and you don't just do it for a bullshit quick kill. You actually have to do damage to the enemy before doing it. Like, the enemy's pretty much already dead, and they're just in like a stun state, but if you don't either shoot them, like finish them off, or do the glory kill, they come back with full health. Well, it might not be completely full health, because that'd be a little overpowered, especially for the stronger enemies like the Hell Knights or the Baron of Hell or a Mancubus. Yeah, so that's kind of me rambling on about random shit for 16 minutes. Wow, okay. See, I'm going to end this here so my computer, well, it wouldn't die because I got a nice RX 480, but it wouldn't, I don't want to tie up my computer rendering videos. Although I probably will do that because I also need to render that Republic Commando video. So yeah, I will see you in the next video, which I might make fairly soon because I do want to revisit Doom multiplayer just to see how it is. Also, they started doing like map pack DLCs. I don't like that. Like with Quake Live, if they make a new map, it's just, oh, here it is, here you go. It's free. Same thing with like Team Fortress 2 or like Overwatch or whatever. It's like, not whatever, but because Battlefield and COD, you have to pay for it. But I like it when a game gives you free maps, because they should be free. That's how it is. It should be an update. Oh, here's a new map. It's free. You don't pay for maps, because paying for maps is bullshit, and that's been my stance for a while. I'll see you in the next video, because I'll actually end this and not drag it out, although I'm currently dragging it out right now.